Good evening, Rabbi. This week's parasha we have Matan Torah, the receiving of the Torah. So we'll speak about the mitzvah of learning Torah. In Kuf Nun Hey, Maran writes that right after prayers in the morning, it's obligatory. You're doing a sin if you leave the shul without going to learn. You have to learn something. You have to learn Torah. Not just you have to learn Torah, you have to set aside time to learn Torah every single day. Like a person goes to the bathroom, a person goes to eat, a person has to set aside time to learn Torah. No such a thing as a religious Jew who doesn't study Torah. Just coming to shul to pray is nice, but to be a real Torah Jew, you have to study Torah. And if you cannot, because you have an emergency business, you have some appointment you have to go to, so then you have to learn at least one pasuk, one mishnah, one halacha, then you can leave, and you have to make up for this that you didn't learn. Let's say every morning you learn 10 minutes, 20 minutes after Shahrit, and that day you had to run out. You have to make up those 20 minutes later. And not just to learn in the morning, you have a chiyuv to learn the Gita Bo Yomam Torah Yomam V'Layla. You have to learn Torah a day at night. You have to learn at night as well. The Rambam says that the main way to acquire Torah is at night. After a person's not busy with phone calls in the morning, already phone calls are starting. In the evening, spakoina, it's simple, it's easy to go and learn Torah. The Gemara in Sechet Rabbi says night was only created to learn Torah. So for a person has to be careful to try to make sure that he's going to do it. A lot of times if we learn by ourselves, it's going to be very easy to say, oh, not today, tomorrow, oh, push it off. If you can get a chavruta, if you get someone to study with, a partner, a group of people to learn with, then they'll ask, where are you? Gdete, we're waiting for you. Like this, it'll be more important for him. This will push himself to learn Torah. The person has to be very careful with this mitzvah, because this mitzvah is the biggest reward, but it's also the biggest sin. Bitul Torah, neglecting Torah, is a very big sin. A lot of tragedies happen to Am Yisrael when there's bitul Torah. It's the biggest protection for us, but it's also the biggest tragedy for us if we don't study Torah. There's a great rabbi, his name Rav Yom Tov Yedid, alav shalom. He had a charuta named Rav Natan Salem, alav shalom. They used to learn together. They made a promise to each other, when one of us dies, we're going to go to the other one and tell them what they saw in Olam Haba. So he said to him, no problem. So Rav Yom Tov Yedid passed away first. And after he came to Rav Natan Salem, after the 30 days, he came to him in a dream. He says, and what did you see over there? He said to him that they took me in judgment. And they put all my mitzvot on one side, all my sins on the other. And I had some sins, and I had to go to Gehenom a little bit for these sins. And they're about to take me to Gehenom, I was so scared. All of a sudden, I see these books flying in the air, stacking one on top of the other, one on top of the other, like a wall. And because of this wall, I couldn't go. They didn't let me go Gehenom. And I looked, what are these books? These are all the books I used to open. I used to study when I was learning Torah. The Torah protected me and made it that the angel of Torah said, no, he's not allowed. He's not allowed to go to Gehenom. I don't allow. I protest Hashem to not let him go to Gehenom. A lot of times, the Pele Yoetz says also, if you could read a book, instead of listening to shiur, people like to listen to shiur in the car, listen to shiur in the headphones. If you could open a book, it's bitul Torah to listen to shiur and not to open the book. We have to learn to study the book inside and not just to listen all day, because we have to learn to grow. And when you learn inside, you'll learn more. Just listening is beginning kindergarten level. We have to grow up and go higher and higher.